What if your freedom isn't in fixing the past, but it's in believing what is in the future ahead? Believing in the future empowers you to shape, create, and expand, while believing in the past traps you in limitation, regret, repetition. The past is a closed loop memory, but the future, that's a canvas of possibility. You see, the moment you shift your belief forward, you reclaim your role as a creator. And you see, I'm watching this all the time. I've got to resolve my past. I've got to resolve my past. No, you don't. You've got to just let it go. Because if you can let it go, then you could be in the moment. When you're in the moment, now you can start to create the new vision of yourself, the new embodiment of yourself. And then you can start, as you create that, you're taking that now, expanding the now, which the now becomes the future, and you become a different person. But we have been hoodwinked. We have been convinced that we must deal with our past. Here's how you deal with the past. You release the emotional attachment that you built to the past. Now you say, Lee, that's not easy. Well, yeah, it is. Just stop feeling emotion about the past. Let it go. It's happened. It's done. It doesn't exist. Can I get any clearer about that? The past doesn't exist except in the memory that you've attached emotions to that you're bringing forward into the now. Now, I'm not saying disregard the lessons of the past. No, keep the lessons. But by golly, get rid of the emotion. That emotion are shackles. They bind you. They hold you locked into reliving that unhealed, miserable suffering that's not necessary now. It's just not necessary. And then people say, but Lee, you've got to do this. And then I go back to Bob Newhart, where he plays a psychologist, and he says all things can be healed within 5 minutes. And the client just simply goes on, well, I got to do this, got to do this. And she goes, what should I do? And Bob Newhart just goes, stop it. She said, but he said, stop it. It's exactly right. Stop bringing the past into the now. I'm not going to tell you it's true. I'm asking you to try it to see if it works for you. I know it's not easy. I know you're attached to your story. This is what I understand. People got stories, and that stories they're attached to. I watch inspirational speakers, and they've all got a story. The question I watch, or what I watch for when they're telling the story, is do I feel there's still the emotion there? And I've been with a lot of great speakers, and I can see how they tell the story with such passion in that. And I noticed how, in one case in particular, their life never evolved other than they have a story to tell, and they built this whole program around that story. And that can help people. But what I noticed is that their lives didn't change. Why? They were reliving the story with the emotion. With the emotion. And when you're reliving the story with the emotion, it's in your cellular level. It's so deeply buried in your cells, buried in your subconscious level, buried in your heart, that you're a prisoner to the story. Yeah, you've literally put yourself in prison of your past experiences, thoughts, and emotions. And you're saying, how do I get out of this? And you're standing there and you got the key in your hand. And the key is simply let it go. Just let it go. But Lee, no, let it go. But Lee, no, let it go. Why? Why would you argue for your limitations? Don't believe me. Test it for yourself. Do it for the next week. Because it's going to be work, because you've got habits of being, habits of thinking, habits of reacting. but do it for a week. Really be conscious about it. Do it for a week and see what happens to your life. See what happens inside of you. I'll bet you start to feel freer. You start to feel a little bit more peaceful. You might find your juice. And when you find your juice, you got a reason to live. I'm always talking about the juice because the juice is that thing inside of you that's desiring to express. It's life force. And life force is what? It's creative. So what are you going to create today? Don't relive the past. It's not worth it. Build a new future by living in the now. With that, you make it a great day. Make it a new day. Let the past go. Free yourself now. And with that, much love and aloha.